Hello and welcome back to the channel. I have a couple different missions for this channel. First, each week I'm going to post a market analysis for the different cities that surround the Phoenix area. Also, periodically I'll post educational videos about real estate. Let you know what realtors consider and what we need to know in order to pass the state exam. It'll give you an insight into what real estate is all about. Simple things like what's the difference between real estate and real property. You might think they're the same, but they're really not, and that will be covered in an upcoming video. But today, we're going to take a look at Chandler, Arizona. Before we look specifically at Chandler, let's take a look at the rest of the state. This is ARMList. It's the Arizona Regional Multiple Listings Service. And what this is a collaboration between brokerages around Arizona to show what's listed. This helps other realtors see what is on the market so they can find properties for buyers who are coming into the area. So if we take a look at the map today, May 31st, 2020, we'll be able to see everything that is available. It looks like a lot of dots, but when we go back and actually take a look at the list, we see there are about 17,268 properties that are on the market. Now that's totally on the market and not just for sale currently. So if I go back to the search and I take out everything except active and research, you'll see that we have about 12,020 properties that are available in Arizona for purchase. By Arizona, I mean with anybody who participates with ARMList. So if I back out a little bit, you'll see that even though these cities north of Phoenix are not in ARMList, they're actually in a different multiple listing system, they participate with ARMList. The same down near Sierra Vista. They have their own separate multiple listing system. But we'll focus on Phoenix and the surrounding area, and particularly today, we'll look at Chandler, Arizona. So if I'm going to go to the searches, let's look for a quick search. Going to search by the zip code 85286, we'll see that in Chandler, Arizona, we have 94 active listings under contract or contract contingent on buyer sale. Contract contingent on buyer sale means that someone has made an offer on a property, but they may have to sell an existing property in order to fund the new purchase. If I switch to active, you'll see 94 drops to 53, and we can list each one of those through the listing system to see what is available in the purchase range for clients who are looking for a property in Chandler. One other tool that we use with Coldwell Banker is our Market Quest, and I can actually look at a particular city. In this case, I have Chandler selected, and I have a price range from $350,000 to about $450,000. So I'm going to drop that down to $250,000 and $350,000, or $349,999, and look at market action. When market action pops up, it'll show us that our median list price for all current listings is $304,900, and the average is $299,427. What's the difference between median and average? Well, an average is taking all of those prices in that range of $250 to $350 and dividing them by the number of listings to get an average. Median list price means that if I listed all of the properties in a column, the one in the exact middle will be the median price. For May median price, you'll see $299,950. But if we look year to date, we see that $313 was the year to date median sale price. So we see that this has trended down over this year. But for prior year to date and prior year, it's even. In other words, for the prior year, we haven't lost anything in the Chandler region. We look at the average sales price and we see prior year to date and prior year are both up. But we do see year to date they had a little bit stronger pricing, I guess you'd say, in the previous months. And remember, we've gone through COVID, so when you look at January and February, those are probably the stronger months. And then March and April may have begun to drop just a little bit. Total properties in this price range for sale currently are 11, and in May we sold 14. Average number of days on market, 17. They move quickly, and as realtors we know that they move quickly. We search the MLS every day for our clients, our customers, in order to try to get in and make a bid quickly, because we know if we don't act quickly, it will be gone very shortly. Asking price per square foot, $226. You see, year-to-date asking price was $203. So asking price per square foot is actually up, and it's up both prior year-to-date and prior year. So some people thought maybe that COVID-19 has affected the market and prices would drop. And we can see by this market analysis that they really have not. They have continued to go up year over year. In May, we had price per square foot at $195, and again, that reflects that we had a little bit of drop from year to date to May, and we see month supply of inventory. Month supply of inventory, if you have 6 months of inventory, you have a balanced market. We are less than 1 month of inventory in the marketplace. And you'll see that the sale price and the list price are pretty close. Almost 100% of what was asked for, people got for their properties. Now this includes a mix of properties that may have been overpriced initially and so they did not get that. But more commonly what we have seen is bidding wars going on, where a property would be priced, let's say at $250,000, but it actually sells at $255,000 because there was a bidding that went on between buyers in order to get that property, and the realtor stepped in and would always try to, on behalf of their clients, make sure that they were the winning bid or offer for that property. We also have other charts that can help us see what is actually happening in the market. We look at property sales, we can look back to 2017, and we look at March, April, and May in this area. March, April, and May, very strong. And then March, April, and May of 2020, you see a definite decline in that time period, again, maybe because of COVID-19. But when we look at prices, we see that prices were trending up over the last year. We have a little bit of a drop in May, but we also have a very large drop in inventory. This drop in inventory can cause upward pressure on pricing as we go. Now we're getting through this time period where people would have made offers on properties back in March and maybe in April, and so we don't see as many closings in May. I anticipate that that's going to go up. We'll see what happens. We also see the market time. In other words, how many average days on market does it take to sell a home? We see a downward trend through 2017 and 2018, a little bit higher in 19, but then we're back down again at that low point in May of this year. So again, properties move quickly, even in this market. Selling price, continuous upward trend over the last 3 years. Again, COVID-19 may have had an impact at some point, but we don't really see that in the long-term trend lines for real estate in Chandler. So before we go on, I want to go back and I want to change our parameters. I'm going 350 to 450 for the same time frame over the last 12 months in Chandler, Arizona, and take a look at the market action for this price range. We can see that median listing price is $415, average list price $408, sale price at $384 for the median, and for the average $390. Year to date, again, we can see that it was stronger previously in the year. Prior year to date, we see a downward trend, but for prior year, we still see that upward trend even at these more expensive homes. Average sale price we'll see is flat prior year to date and prior year. Total properties for sale 38, 21 sold in May. Average days on market 20. Still selling very, very quickly, and we can see that the price that was asked pretty close to what was paid. For property sales over the last 3 years, we can again see it's almost flat, but we do have a little bit of a stronger market in the mid-months of 2020. We again see that prices continued to go into May. They dropped in May, but March was very strong. Then it began to tail off in April and May. Again, probably because of COVID. We can make an educated guess about that. Inventory in this price point, we can see a lot of 40s, 50s, and then we get into 2020. Average days on our total properties on the market, very few, much fewer than in the past, and the market time is still selling very quickly, almost matching October of 2017 for very quick selling. And again, price per square foot still upward ticking even through May. We see selling price versus listing price, and the 3-month average is shown with the light blue, and with the dark blue we can see exactly what's going on. So just to give you an idea of what's going on in one city in Arizona. So we were able to take a look at Chandler, Arizona today, but I wanted to show you something else we can do. If you have a school district or a subdivision that you'd like to see analyzed or see the market report for that, just send me an email, or you can leave a comment under this video and I can take a look at any of these for you. I can send you a report for it, or I can do a video on it and you can see your actual subdivision shown on this video channel. I'll take a look at, let's see, Country Meadows. So we'll pick Country Meadows. I've changed the pricing 200 to 300. We'll look at market action and we'll be able to see what's going on inside Country Meadows, for instance. But leave a comment with your subdivision on there and I'll take a look at it. So thanks again for joining me today. Again, if you want to see your city, your subdivision, or your school district highlighted on this channel, please let me know in the comments or send me an email and you'll see your place up here on YouTube. Thanks again.